morning, and welcome once again to Enjoy and Love Your Life's Journey. And this is your host, Josie, coming to you on another beautiful day that God has given us. I certainly hope that you have enjoyed your Resurrection Day on Easter Sunday. I enjoyed my day. It was such a beautiful day, and there were beautiful events that happened on that day for me. I'm going to speak to you for a few minutes about me. I'm going to be a little selfish today and talk to you today about something personal that happened in my life. A lot of you don't know, and a lot of you do know, that I sing with an inspirational group. I sing with two of my sisters, and that group is called Mary's Daughters. And I'm going to talk to you for just a few minutes about the history of our great inspirational singing group. Of course, we had a chance to sing on Easter Sunday at a beautiful church on St. Helena Island, South Carolina. And it was such a privilege to be able to sing on that great Easter program. But getting back to the history of how our group came to be, it goes back to a few years. It was a sad occasion. Our mother, her name was Mary, and that's how we developed the name of our group, Mary's Daughters, because we are the daughters of Mary. But what happened was, it was a sad occasion. Our mom, she took sick and she had to go to the hospital. And as she was lying in her bed, four of us, we were standing around, her four daughters, we were standing around her bed. We were praying for her recovery. And when we finished praying, we started to sing. And as I listened to my sisters singing, I said, my goodness, these ladies have such beautiful voices. They sound like angels from heaven. And as we sang, it just inspired my heart so much. And I said, wow, I never knew that these ladies sang so well. I've heard them sing on occasions separately, but never together as a group. Sadly enough, our mother was taken from us. And as time went on, I thought to myself, and I kept thinking to myself, I said, you know, those ladies, they have such beautiful voices. And I said, we need to get together and form a group, an inspirational group that we will go around and sing and bless others. And so after a while, we decided that we would do that. And to this day, we have been very successful. We sang on many different occasions at different venues, churches, birthday parties. We're always very busy, and I think in my heart that we do bless those that hear us sing. But one of the reasons why I wanted to give you the history and the background of how we were formed, because God laid this into my spirit, that as we stood around our mother's bed and we began to sing, the Spirit, her Spirit, got into us. It got into our hearts. And it occurred to me, God dropped this on my spirit, and God said to me, you know, God never takes away without giving. And I thought to myself, I said, what? That is so beautiful. As he was taking our mother into heaven, he gave us a part of her spirit. A part of her spirit flowed onto us to go and sing and to bless others with our voices. And I'm not saying that we're such great singers, but I'm saying that we're using the talent and the gift that God gave us. When God took away our mother, he gave. So I say that to say this. When you have losses in your life, when you have disappointments, remember this point, that what's being taken from me, God is also given back. If man takes from you, God will give it back to you. And what God takes from you, he gives back. He never leaves you empty-handed. He never leaves your spirit empty. He leaves something with you. He never takes from you and doesn't give back. Isn't that a wonderful thought? So when you're going through your trials and tribulations, your ups and downs, you may feel like, oh, I'm never going to get through this. Will I ever feel good again? Will I ever laugh again? Yes, you will. God will fix it so that if you lose a loved one, it's not going to change. The loss of that loved one will never change. But God has built into each one of us that we learn to live with our loss. He gives us something that will give us a special place in our heart and help us to go on, help us to live on, help us to find happiness, help us to live with that loss. So always remember that God never takes without giving. And this is what God has given me to give you. And I pray and I hope that you will be able to use this during your life, during your everyday life, and I hope that you will be able to refer to this when you have different ups and downs in your life. And always remember that God never takes, but He gives also. Thank you. You have a beautiful, blessed day. God bless you. Until the next time, you have a wonderful life.